Are you thinking about buying the Dell Optiplex 7050? Hold on a second, because I'm about to reveal some surprises that might change your mind. This desktop promises powerhouse performance with its Intel Core i7 processor and 16 GB RAM, but here's what surprised me. The real story isn't quite as perfect as the specs suggest. You've probably seen those glowing reviews and the attractive price tag, but there's a major catch that most buyers overlook. Before you click Add to Cart, you need to hear the honest truth behind Dell's Optiplex 7050. Stick around because I'll dive into the strengths, the hidden problems, and who this PC truly serves best. By the end, you'll know exactly if this is a bargain or a blunder. Let's get one thing straight. The Dell Optiplex 7050 does deliver in some areas, no doubt. Powered by that Intel Core i7 to 6700 clocked at 3.4 GHz and paired with a whopping 16 GB of RAM, it's built for speed and multitasking. You can run multiple apps, stream videos, and even edit videos without breaking a sweat, or so they say. Plus, it comes with a massive 512 GB M.2 NVMe SSD alongside an extra 2 TB HDD, which means lightning-fast boot times and plenty of storage for all your files. Feeling ambitious? This PC supports dual 4K monitors via HDMI and DisplayPort, aiming to boost your productivity sky-high. Sounds perfect, right? But here's where the twist slips in. There are a few major caveats you need to know. Now, I want you to imagine this. You spend around $300 expecting a workhorse, but you end up tangled in unexpected technical hiccups. Keep listening, because the Optiplex 7050's hardware may pack a punch, but Dell's choice of components and design decisions create bottlenecks that will frustrate power users. For example, despite the 16 GB of RAM, the machine isn't always as responsive as you think when you throw heavy-duty applications at it. Why? Because out of that RAM, some of it is often reserved, or simply not as efficiently managed by the system. It's like bringing a Ferrari to a drag race only to realize it's stuck in third gear. Let's face it, technology can tease us with big numbers but deliver small results. Here's another curveball. The Dell Optiplex 7050's Wi-Fi capability is supposed to be next level, with an Intel AX 200 Wi-Fi card boasting speeds up to 3000 Mbps, and Wi-Fi 6 technology. Great on paper, right? In practice, some users have reported connectivity drops and inconsistent performance, especially when compared to other desktops in the same price range. Imagine upgrading to Wi-Fi 6 but feeling like you're back on dial-up during crucial work moments. Not the kind of lag anyone wants when you're trying to get work done or stream your latest binge watch. So should you give up on the Wi-Fi promise? Not entirely, but be ready for some troubleshooting. If you think installing this system will be a breeze because it's pre-built and tested, you're not wrong, in theory. The setup is quick, and with Windows already installed, you can turn it on and start using it almost immediately. However, what Dell doesn't shout loud about is how slightly noisy the cooling system can get under load. It's not quiet as a library, more like, hey, can you hear that? It's my computer working hard level loud. For a home or office desktop, constant fan noise can quickly get irritating, especially during long working hours when you want silence to focus or make calls without background hums stealing the show. Speaking of office tasks, here's where the Optiplex 7050 actually shines. Whether you're a small business owner, a student handling multiple projects, or someone managing day-to-day office work, this machine is poised to handle your workload. With the 512 GB SSD, your boot and program load times are impressively quick. Plus, the massive 2 TB HDD gives you room to store all your files, photos, and videos. No more begging friends for a thumb drive. Its dual 4K monitor support is a productivity game changer, allowing you to spread out spreadsheets, presentations, or research pages effortlessly across two screens. If your daily grind involves juggling data, emails, and video conferencing, this PC can keep pace. But casual gamers or creative professionals might hit some serious walls. Here's a little joke for you. Why did the computer keep freezing? Because it left its windows open. Okay, moving on before I get fired as your tech reviewer. If gaming or high-end content creation is on your to-do list, the Dell Optiplex 7050 isn't designed for that. It lacks a dedicated graphics card, relying instead on integrated Intel HD graphics. That means don't expect to run the latest AAA games or smoothly handle complex video editing software. It's like bringing a butter knife to a steakhouse. Technically, you can eat, but you won't be cutting through it easily. For casual users, though, this machine covers streaming, office apps, and light games without breaking a sweat. Another point to consider is upgrade flexibility. The Optiplex 7050 is a business-class desktop, so it's built with corporate users in mind. That means compactness and reliability over easily swappable parts. You can upgrade RAM and storage, yes, but the case and motherboard limit options for future-proof tweaks. If you're someone who likes to keep your PC evolving over time, this could feel like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. So if buying a machine intended to last 5 to 7 years with upgrades is your goal, look carefully at expansion possibilities. Now let me throw a little twist your way. Despite some of these gripes, the Dell Optiplex 7050 consistently gets a solid 4.3-star rating on Amazon. That's not by accident. Many users report excellent performance for business use, quick setup, and decent reliability out of the box. When compared to competitors like HP EliteDesk or Lenovo ThinkCentre models, the Optiplex often comes in slightly cheaper for similar specs, making it a tempting deal. But as they say, cheaper isn't always better if the trade-offs hurt your daily workflow. So, who is this PC made for? If you want a dependable business desktop with enough power to handle office software, spreadsheets, email, and multitasking, and you don't mind a bit of noise, this is a good pick. Here's a question you might be asking. Is it worth the price? At around $330, the Dell Optiplex 7050 offers a powerful combination of CPU, RAM, and storage that's hard to beat. Almost laughably good when you consider what equivalent parts cost assembled individually. But if you hit the wrong workflow, like gaming or heavy video rendering, you're going to feel the pinch. So, it's a trade-off. Great for productivity and general multitasking, but don't expect miracles. Sometimes, spending just a bit more on a pre-built PC with a dedicated GPU or newer generation Intel or AMD chipsets is the smarter long-term move. Speaking of humor, here's another one. Why did the Optiplex 7050 go to therapy? Because it had too many unresolved issues. You see, some users have encountered driver issues, occasional bloatware from Dell's pre-installed apps, and BIOS update complexities. On the bright side, Dell's support tends to be responsive, and many problems can be mitigated with driver updates or simple system tweaks. Still, if you prefer a machine that works perfectly right out of the box without fiddling, it might feel a bit like a DIY tech project. But if you enjoy these mini tech adventures, you might find the Optiplex 7050 a rewarding challenge. Before we wrap up, let's talk about value one more time. Dell's Optiplex 7050 packs legacy into a small form factor with impressive multitasking, top-notch real-world speed for office applications, and enough storage to hold your digital life. If you're an entrepreneur working from home, a student on a budget, or a professional needing multi-monitor setups for data-intensive tasks, this machine checks most boxes. Sure, it isn't perfect, it's not a gaming rig, nor a silent Zen machine, but few desktops deliver this balance of power, space efficiency, and price point. Now, just to keep it real, if you're a hardcore gamer or creative professional working with video or 3D rendering software daily, you'll want to look for something with a dedicated graphics card and a newer generation CPU to keep your workflow smooth and frustration-free. The Optiplex 7050 is more like the dependable office mate who can fetch coffee and crunch numbers, not the party animal tearing up the dance floor. All right, final joke of the day. Why don't computers make good comedians? Because their timing is always off and they struggle with punchlines. Hopefully, my timing has been on point, and I've helped you get the full picture of the Dell Optiplex 7050 beyond the marketing hype. If you want a fast, reliable desktop at an affordable price with enough power for everyday multitasking, this is a solid pick. Just keep in mind the noise factor, limited gaming abilities, and occasional connectivity quirks. If you're interested in checking out the latest prices and deals on the Dell Optiplex 7050, I've dropped the best Amazon link in the description below. Take a look and make an informed choice. You deserve a PC that fits your needs perfectly. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more honest tech reviews. Remember, buying a desktop is more than just specs. It's about the right fit for your day-to-day life. Happy computing!